Should go back to a position of the filibuster that existed just when I came to the United States Senate 120 years ago. Like to be able to, anyway, we're going to get a lot done.
So for the longest time, the press and the media have challenged the sitting president on a number of issues or decisions they make. And this is true whether you like them or you dislike them. Whether it was fair or unfair, the president has always been subject to criticism, as they should be. That has changed with this administration. Biden knew exactly what they were going to say, and he had his responses written out. In one of the most wild times in America, with COVID, riots in the streets, and Americans at each other's throats, the president was allowed to read a script, and the reporters just sat along for the ride. Whether you're a Republican or Democrat, or whether you support Biden or you don't, this should scare you. They're not going to be honest with you. They're not going to call out Biden for his mistakes, or any Democrats for that matter. When Trump spoke, the reporters were ready to attack like a pack of hyenas. These reporters are being forced by their networks to sit back and let this happen. Let them bomb Syria, let them raise taxes, let them raise gas prices, all while we say nothing. Let Biden take credit for vaccines already put in place by the Trump administration, and we won't call you out. This is embarrassing, and I can't understand why Democrats enjoy this. Even if it was a Republican president who I agreed with, I would still find this very odd, and I would definitely say something about it. I wouldn't be clapping for a scripted show of BS. And I can't say I'm surprised. I mean, I kind of expected this, but actually witnessing it is unbelievable. I haven't seen anything like it. Even Obama got some tough questions, and he could dance his way out of them. But they know Biden won't be able to, so they don't even ask him the questions. It's pathetic. And when it comes to both Democrat candidates, Kamala Harris and Joe Biden, the media is so quick to humanize them and relate them to the American people to fish for votes. But Trump and Pence, those are just two evil dudes that have no backstory or purpose except to make your life worse. That is why Biden gets asked what his favorite ice cream flavor is, and why Kamala Harris gets questions about her favorite music. And the best part is, they even lie about those. And it's not just about those that try to run for president. I mean, look at Andrew and Chris Cuomo. They're humanized because they're brothers, and one of them's the favorite and one of them's better, and they joke around on CNN. But Ted Cruz is the guy that went to Cancun, even though we ignore the whole nursing home scandal. When it comes to Democrats and the media, there's always some form of adversity that they had to overcome. There's always some sort of comeback story on why you should vote for them because their life was so difficult and they somehow made it to the top. But when it comes to any Republican candidate, it's because of white privilege. And if they're not white, then they just find another reason why they're privileged. But again, the media's always found a way to put a spin on things, and they've always found a way to twist the narrative. But one thing that they haven't done until today is let a president sit there and read a script while not challenging him on any of his decisions that he's made. And honestly, I don't even understand why, because people that vote for Biden don't actually watch this stuff. Because if they did, they would never have voted for him. The guy didn't even campaign because of stuff like this. They were worried he was actually going to get a challenge on the campaign trail or a tough question, and they didn't want to risk it, so they let him just sit in his basement. And a lot of Democrats and celebrities say that they voted for Joe Biden because being a good person matters, and they believe that he has empathy and morals, even though he lets children sleep on top of each other in cages. And could someone explain to me how a guy has a decent amount of money but then joins politics and becomes a millionaire? I guess he had so much morals that people just decided to donate to him because he's such a good guy. But then there's that evil Trump that accepted $1 a year for his salary. But people outside of the mainstream media have been calling this out for months. It's never going to change. Now that it's started, and unfortunately it worked because Biden's in office, our new normal is having Hollywood, the mainstream media, and social media all left-leaning. And it's a shame because all of those platforms are so disconnected from reality, and ironically, it's because of their privilege. They're living in big cities, pampered by society, up in their big skyscrapers, and they have no idea what the real world is actually like. So they just go with everything Biden says and what Democrats say because they don't want to agree with Trump. It's all about that orange man bad. But thank you guys for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video, comment what you think about Joe Biden's amazing press conference, and subscribe for more content just like this.